I forgot something.
Right, of course he did.
The art of storing Pokemon on PC. Somehow works. You can store living things as digital data.
Ah, so we're taking Snorlax with us,
We're
aren't
taking
we?
Snorlax with us. Well, he's already level 30, so it doesn't require much extra leveling up.
Yeah, it's true. I was trying to remember whether or not you'd named him anything.
I haven't needed it yet.
Have you worked out yet? Because I remember you were debating on
No, not yet.
names.
Maybe later I will.
Galactus, Unicron.
Unicron. Call them awesome
Something
worlds.
ones that are big consumers. Did you have a bike last time?
Yeah, I've had the bike since Cerulean.
I can't remember, honestly.
I just very rarely use it. Sadly, it's cycling
I was
road.
going to say, that's when we maybe go, hang on.
It's cycling road. I have to use the bike. Ooh, the biggest gang of bikers. And by bikers, I mean they're on bikes. I think they are on motorbikes. Oh, they are on motorbikes.
Yeah, those are motorbikes.
They get motorbikes, I get a bike. Stupid, stupid Pokemon.
But if you look at their bikes, they're old school ones as well.
Why can I get a motorbike? But it's way more awesome. I got a motorbike.
Yeah, but you'd never see you on it properly.
No. Although I just remember I see a mod from Fallout New Vegas where you could actually get a motorbike and go cruising around the Mojave on a motorbike.
That is pretty cool.
Like, this is now the most awesome thing I've ever seen. Fallout 4, you can call in air transport if you need it, which is also fun. Just to sit and just cruise the skies, listening to the songs. You know the kind of songs that are in a Fallout game. The oldies love songs.
Good ones.
Yeah. Good when music was good. And by that I mean before I was born. That's how I knew it was good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dear.
I'm not saying that there hasn't been good music since, but overall, most of the music I listen to is from before I was born.
Cue ball. Is that a jab at his bald head?
No.
That's some form of
it's
discrimination.
parents.
That's some form of discrimination. Hold it, I'll go to Tumblr and look up that level of discrimination. Because there's probably a Tumblr blog somewhere saying, "Oh, I'm bald," and that's whatever term they've got for it. Something stupid. This is Tumblr we're talking about.
I refer to my dad as Q-Ball.
Bang.
And you've met my dad.
I have several times. I've had lunch with your dad.
You have.
And that sounds romantic in a weird way. He was a lovely.
I was there too.
Nah, it's just weird.
And therefore, Sean can testify that my dad has lots of hair on his head.
He does. It's just not his top of his head. He's rocking an awesome beard.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to convince him to grow a beard.
Like proper rabbi beard. Or did he say rabbi? Well, you mentioned the smallest slight thing about Jewish and someone that goes freaking nuts because you dared acknowledge that Jewish people actually exist.
Get our viewing figure out.
Alright, controversial. That's the most controversial thing I can say.
Doing it to be controversial to get viewing figures is not the right.
It
No,
works.
oh,
Hold on. It worked for Trump.
yeah, but he believed it.
Yeah.
Trump just says whatever comes into his head. He doesn't say it just to be controversial.
We all know controversy sells anything.
He gets attention.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
I disagree with that sentiment.
Yeah, well, yeah, things can get. What are these guys doing? I was like,
Alright, just hanging around.
but they're all symmetrically lined up. It's weird. It's like they just
And
turn
they're
to
all
look.
rotating.
Just they turn to look at you and go, "Join us." No, I don't want to. I want to keep my soul.
You've got a bike.
Yeah, mine's a push bike that folds up and goes in my bag.
But there's a starter level.
You like Egypts on trains. I think they're so fucking smart because their bike folds. They sit there with their frappuccino and their folding bike. Ah, the joys of a commute. Where every day it is a gamble whether you'll get there on time. Or at all. It reminds me of the episode of the anime where Ash did take on a biker gang.
I don't remember that one.
And there was one mate. Because I remember it's because they were like, "We need a bike," and Misty just glares at Ash really hard. Well, I would have a bike if someone didn't ruined my bike in the first episode.
Was the first episode? It was how they met, or was it?
I think it was the first episode. The first episode is he gets Pikachu, goes out, really pisses off a Spearow. Then a whole load of Spearows come out. Just kind of walks past Misty. I'll bring it back later. Gets fucking. It must have been. It was one of the. Yeah, it was. The first episode was also the first time you saw Ho-Ho at the end. Long before Gen 2 was ever I assume conceived, but before it was released.
Yeah, that
At the end, you saw Ho-Ho, and I was like, what's that? It's like when you saw Snubble and the Marill in Piggy's Vacation. We didn't know what they were. They were different Pokemon. And we were introduced to the biggest badass in the whole franchise with Gary Oak. With this harem of cheerleaders. That all looked older than him, but... And a car! He got a car! Why can't I have a car?
You can't drive.
Gary could drive either. Like, damn it, Gary. You're always better than everyone else. Not about time, but like when anime are idiots. I think that's the one who's actually smart. Not even Professor Oak, he got turned into comedy relief really quickly.
It's the easiest thing to do sometimes.
It's just, Professor Oak.
For a kids program as well, it kind of works.
Well, Pokemon was serious business. You know, just the same way comic books are serious business. No. Very, very serious.
Well, comic books a lot of the time, although the idea was they're written for kids, they seem to go for slightly older audiences nowadays.
Well, at least try. Usually spectacularly fail.
I mean, as you said, some of the stuff in Pokemon is really dark.
Well, that's also in Japan. Being a kids thing doesn't mean you can't get surprisingly dark. Because kids TV in Japan can get really dark because they're not as fucking pussy about it. Like, I mean, Europe's that pussy. It's more America that's really kind of we can't have that on kids TV. And by that I mean anything sexual. You get as much violence, give or take, on kids TV.
Yes, it's that.
But the mild hint of a nipple, no. That might damage them.
My favourite,
Transitions.
Okay.
Pikachu's Vacation. Anyway,
Okay.
It's that acid hit again.
Something I saw a while ago was a thing on QI. They were talking about it. It was when the new one of the new Lara Croft films had come out, and Angelina Jolie was in, obviously as I think it was like the second one, because she was in this very tight suit, and they'd had to airbrush her nipples out. And when someone had questioned this, because someone complained, because someone said nipples were not child friendly.
Yeah.
The express purpose of
nipples are not child friendly. Why? What's a nipple
for children?
How does a nipple scar a child more than seeing someone get their brain shot out?
I don't know. I think part of it comes from a religious angle. The idea of sexuality.
Yeah, most of the ratings boards are kind of bullshit in terms of what they do and how they work.
But you're right, it's double standards in terms of why you're fine with one thing, but even though they will...
And let's be brutally honest, female nipples are the problem.
Well, yes, because female nipples are and female breasts generally are fine as sign of sexuality, but when it comes to men, that's different.
Many male nipples as you want.
Well, part of it is the idea of a man's chest isn't deemed as a sexual object in the same way that females' breasts are.
The Twilight fan base would disagree with you with that. The Twilight fan base would disagree.
They probably would. But I'm not saying it's not, but the whole point of it is that it's a difference. You are right, there's double standards on that front to begin with anyway.
Don't worry, we've got the feminists on this. They've been working hard to make sure fictional cleavage is... You know, it's not like there's actual problems in the world and focused on fictional characters' cleavages. But then again, solving real problems in the world requires actual fucking work.
Well, that opens up an interesting conversation as well, because it comes to the point of, is not having it... If a woman chooses to wear...
Word this very carefully.
I am trying to find the right wording. It comes down to choice. Which is when it gets into an interesting...
Oh, that's a great argument. That's a great argument I've heard. But it's not the character's choice to do that, to which I say it's not the character's choice to do anything in a piece of fiction.
No, but I mean generally in terms of both fiction and reality.
Well, in reality, if the actress doesn't want to do it, you can get a body double to do it. If you.
Are we keeping this to the realms of fictional costumes and outfit? Oh, Machamp.
Yes, Machamp. Woo, something different. Yeah. Goro from Mortal Kombat. He also has 4 arms.
Because obviously, if we are delving into the world of fiction, you're right. No fictional character has a mind of their own.
They're also not real.
Exactly.
They're
literally.
They're not real.
They are a construct.
Well, they are an object fundamentally. They're not a real person. They are an object of a piece of the story.
I think construct might work a bit better than object. Because at the same time, they are a construct and they serve a particular purpose in some ways, but they're not a physical object in that sense. They're a construct. They're a mental idea, but they are designed to represent something. They're not so much an object because they have.
Yeah, but you could argue representing something. You can get into realms of subjective opinions on what things represent.
Yes, but that's the very nature very often of characters, because when you create a character, you're creating a person, fictional or otherwise, and not real. It starts in.
Well, as we all know, every single female character, black person, any sort of minority in fiction represents every single one of them in the world. Which seems to be a thing. I know, it's what people do. You portray one of those slightly wrong or slightly flawed, and the fucking internet implodes because they seem to think that one woman in that piece of fiction represents all women everywhere, whereas the men don't, because fuck them.
Very often, though, in those works, they tend to only be, they might be the only woman or the only person representing that group. In which case, within the context of that situation, they are representing that person because there is no one else there.
Or it could be the person's choice just to have one, and there's no.
Yes, I'm not saying that. I'm simply
like,
saying
I hate women. I'm going to write my one-woman character.
They represent that character. They're not wrong because there is no one else to represent that group in that piece.
Because suddenly now you have a checklist of people you need to represent.
Well, you and I have had that conversation before. I think possibly it's on one of our commentaries at some point. We talked about the idea of putting someone in for the reason of doing it to tick a box or anything like that. That's not right.
Modern day Marvel comics. I mean the comics, not the films.
Now, if you come up with an idea for it and it still works, that's a slightly different thing.
Let's make Iron Man a black teenager who's awesome at everything. Because one of Tony Stark's most defining features was that he was an incredibly flawed man. But nah, black teenager, awesome, everyone praises her. No, we're representing. And that's why Marvel services are fucking dreadful these days.
Well, just to counter the point, what would be your solution?
Just don't make them perfect in every conceivable way, and everyone always continually praises them like how awesome they are. I'm glad you're here. Also, doesn't make them a fucking teenager who's smarter than Tony Stark.
You don't like Marvel?
No. I don't dislike Marvel. I just don't care for Marvel.
I meant generally. I didn't mean specifically Marvel comics. I meant generally fiction.
I like some things in Marvel. I even like some Marvel films. Just not Marvel films, or Marvel film as I call it. I liked X-Men First Class. I tolerated Days of Future Past.
Have you seen Apocalypse?
No, I haven't seen Apocalypse yet. I was personally offended by that poster that showed Mystique being choked. When X-Men Apocalypse comes out, there was a poster of Mystique being choked by Apocalypse. Someone got upset because the villain of the piece is choking one of the characters, who just happens to be a woman. And so, of course, the internet explodes in perceived misogyny because of that.
I think the internet where you look at it seems to, but you seem to court the controversial areas of the internet.
It's fun. It's also fun trolling them. That's fun.
You get wound up about it as well.
Get wound up when they complain about pointless things. Like, really? Of all the perceived misogyny in the world, that's what you're complaining about? Also, my other argument is, it's the villain. You're not supposed to like them or agree with them, usually. Where are we? Oh, still at Mark.
Should we get back to Pokemon?
Yeah, the heat makes me angry.
Sean, I've not met many things that don't make you angry.
The world in general. We talk
He's
about
fighting another biker.
Isn't there all bikers on here because it's cycling road, therefore they're all bikers.
Biker.
Biker. Sadly, they're not gonna. I mean, bikers. Frankly, these are real bikers. The moment you beat them, they would just stab you with a switchblade. Once it's downhill, that's why you go really fast in one direction and really slow the other direction. That's how we represented gradients back in the day.
Damn it, it worked.
It's stuck flat. Now in new games where they're actually 3D. Mostly. And yet the Pokemon models aren't quite as bad as Pokemon Stadium. Now there was a game that's slow. That was a game that was tediously slow. Oh my god. It's awesome because you could seal your Pokemon in 3D and you could take your cartridge from the Game Boy and put it into the controller of the N64 and have your Pokemon in 3D on your TV. That's amazing. But that game was dreadfully fucking slow. Everything was tedious. Hey, another muck. We like muck.
Mark.
Mark. I can't remember if Muck actually did say his name.
Only if you say it 3 times whilst looking in the mirror.
And Muck appears. Muck appears and waves at you and smiles. Never see a Muck smile. Oh, Kadabra just had a stroke. Oh, can't throw my fish. Sorry, he was making fun of people with strokes. Sorry, Tumblr. Haha, reflect. I am now a mime. Yeah, let me do that.
He's disabled no more.
Yes, no more disabled.
Minimise.
Well, it's going to get really small. If I remember correctly, if a Pokemon uses Minimize and you stomp, it does like double damage because you're very tiny.
That'd work.
It's like if you Pokemon uses Dig and you then use Earthquake and they're underground, it does more damage. There are little things like that I put in. Like the game never tells you about.
Wish you would.
Wow, it's a little thing to discover. Oh! Oh!
Hold down B! Hold down B!
Yes, B! I was thinking, should I? And now I want my Charizard.
Of course you do.
Means I can now fly around the place. Awesome Fire Dragon.
Hooray!
Hello, wing attacks. It now has wings. It drunk its Red Bull. Yeah, I have wing attack. It's a.
Why can't they learn more than 4 moves? I don't recall the incident this ever
I
happening.
I suspect it's some sort of balance thing.
Yeah, I suspect so, but I don't recall
keeping it
anything
4
ever happening in the
moves.
cartoon.
There's a lot of things the cartoon lies to you about. You can't beat Brock with the Pikachu using the sprinkler system. You can't beat 7 of the gyms with the power of love. Your Pikachu is not overpowered as shit. And like a bunch of, a woman and any suspiciously flamboyant man aren't continually menacing you all the entire time.
Ah, the old way of learning moves. Hold the CD to their head.
All Pokemon come built in with a CD player. You just insert it, it reads it. Then you have to find the serial number, which you wrote down somewhere. Ah, fuck, what's the serial number?
Are you literally trying to pick the fight with the bikers?
Yes, while I'm here. It's while I'm here. William's not a biker name.
Could
William's
be.
a really middle class biker.
Not necessarily.
What ho!
That's an unfair statement, I think.
Biker William. Or at least Will, sure never. Biker William. Yay, we beat another biker. Ooh. Oh, a Weezing. Something. Oh, he's got a lot of Pokemon beer all week. At least it's Weezing, it's something different.
We've
Well,
seen loads of Weezings today.
semi-different. At the beginning of this video, it was different.
It's not anymore.
No more, I'm fed up. You know what I miss? I miss a Rattata.
It's alright, I'm sure we'll see a lot of those later.
Yeah, I'm sure. We said we could see Rocket to beat one more time.
Do you know what I miss?
What?
I miss Golbat.
No.
Because it freaks you out.
It's the mouth. It's bigger than it just does not make any sense from a biology point of view. Like, no.
Lots of the Pokemon don't make sense from a biological point of view.
The way it runs weirds me out with this giant mouth. Seems scarier seeing Golbat with its mouth closed, like seeing Gyarados with his mouth closed. It just looks weird. Wheezing. It looks like he's dying slowly and painfully. So what animal's wheezing based on?
Is it based on an animal?
I don't know. They can't all be based on animals.
Off the top of
Hey! Can learn roleplay, whatever you're into.
Oh, God's sake, man.
No. No one here is judging. You're not going to learn roleplay. Yeah, you! I want you to join my biking gang. Also, their mohawks are pink in the sprites. Hey, we made it to the bottom.
Hey.
Oh, thank God.
See, they did want you to join.
I kicked them in the nuts really hard.
And you dismissed them because you're on a push bike.
Yeah, I'm too good for you and your... Ah, the coast. Smell that salty air. Ah. Now we have some bird keepers. Although that one's lost his bird, I think. From looking at his face.
Looks like it. And the feathers there.
Yeah, it's like, huh.
At level 29.
I don't know what level Spirit. I suspect 20 or 20 something Spirit evolves to Fear.
That thing should have evolved by now.
There's back to the bug catchers again. Like, why did you have a level 30 Caterpie? There you are. Happy? Now there's a Fear. Although that Fear looks especially small compared to how big it should be. I fear. Kill him. No, unconscious, knocked out.
That's weird, you usually say the exact opposite.
Well. There's a really question of how Pokemon actually die, considering there is a Pokemon cemetery.
Well,
they must die somehow.
We know they do, but I don't think there's somebody be in combat. At least not actively so.
You gotta keep it friendly, you gotta be able to sell the Pikachu plushies. Although I suspect most people that buy the Pikachu plushies are 30 something. I would argue most of the fan base is probably 30 something of Pokemon.
You're not.
From back in... I'm not. How many... Yeah, I suppose there are a few younger ones interested in Pokemon. But this is Nintendo, they can hog nostalgia like anything.
Yeah, it works.
It works, the worst work, they sell them a lot of money. Another Fearow. Still looks too small. Its wings also look too small. Let's actually make it fly. Yay, Raichu leveled up. Ooh. Raichu is happy. You get some more birds. Like different people. Jacob, something different.
They're bird keepers.
And there are a few different type of... This one's really near side. Oh, there you are. Okay, now I've got bird calling at me. Ramiro. Hey, that's something different. It's a Dodrio. With its 3 heads of doom. That can also, Dodrio can learn fly.
I've always wondered how it can do that.
Even though it has no wings.
I know that it can, I've just long wondered.
I think the fan theory is it uses 2 of its heads as propellers. That's the fan theory of how it does it. Fuchsia City, which has the Cerulean theme, because fuck, creating new music for this. Well, next time we'll go on a nice safari tour.
Ooh.
And then go kick a ninja in his nuts. Yeah, normally the second one we get more of a woo rather than the safari tour.
No, not from me.
And here on your left we have a... Well, it's safari zone, so it'll be a lot of Tauruses, Chanseys and Kangaskhan's.
Yeah.
bugger to catch if you want one.